Hello and welcome, this is Duke Cephalopod. We are looking at a preseason scrim between LES and Minty on PL Barn Blitz Pro 4. Starting off the round is LES on red and Minty on blue. Both teams are starting with the default minigun. Let's see the red team's setup. Looks like they're just starting to get everyone out here. Getting ready to go. I started over in the wrong spawn. That's where I was before the setup started. So I'm just going up over here, which you don't see. You see sometimes, not super often though. Most of the time it's more up here on this side. But that's definitely a solid sentry spot. You can see a couple of people killed themselves to give the engineer medal to get that sentry up a little bit faster. Make sure that he can get the sentry and the dispenser both up to level 3 in the 60 seconds before the round starts. Both teams are again running the default minigun, so we'll see how that turns out, if there's any interesting Uber exchanges. See, up on the hill, looks like we got most of the combos setting up. Demo Man up top, ready to spam. Medic's going to be hiding behind the wall so that he doesn't get spammed out. Heavy's ready to go, waiting for anyone to show up around the corner. Let's take a look at the blue sniper. Not doing too much, watching for anyone to walk into his view. Let me get ADV spec on. A great little plugin. Puts outlines on all the players. So I can fly around and you can see, oh look, the pyro's over here, so you can see sort of what's going on even when I'm on the other side of the wall. Really great for doing casts. So I just got that set up. Looks like blue has already started pushing their cart. They got a little bit of delay before they were able to clear red off of the opening door long enough to get people on the cart. They've got 3 people. That is a solid number. It's exactly what you want, staying on the cart at all times. And Scout's a good person to have on there on payload maps. There's not too far ahead for the Scout to you know, go scouting. So that double capture time on the cart, great help. Looks like the sentry is wrangled, so it can take a whole bunch of extra damage now, and we'll see if it is in fact able to defend this cart long enough to keep them from capping A for a little while. Blue team has managed to take the hill and flanked around, so red is getting attacked from both sides here. There is a little opening right here that's added in the pro version of Barn Blitz. It lets red get out to help fight them back, but blue did just cap it. Looks like someone got taken down by the sentry gun, but just enough time to push it over the point there and down the ramp. So blue got a really nice rush on that first point there. Let's see if they can keep that momentum up. They are getting pushed back a little bit, although they have a wrangled mini sentry, the bane of everyone's existence. Nobody likes the mini sentry, and the wrangled is even worse. Mini sentry is doing its work right here, keeping people out from behind them, even though this sentry never went down. They rushed in way too fast. Finally gets taken down though by Bobcrap, the Minty's demo man. There we are at the roundabout. Normally this is a good spot for red to get some capture time back on the cart. But looks like blue's managed to holding them around the corner, so blue is able to push them through the roundabout, push the cart onto the roundabout, excuse me. Although they are taking some sticky attack from around the corner by the red demo man. Good work there from LES. See, Whoop is their demo man at the moment. But they have made it past the roundabout. They're going to be making around the corner onto the next point. Pretty solid concentration of red people up here. Let's see if they can manage to keep them off, although the blue is coming up the drop down here. That's an easy spot to both spam to and from. Ooh, Spy trying to get in here and do some work. Can't get any kills off. Falls down and gets murdered by the heavy AMC. Red has managed to push Minty off the cart. They're kind of camped out back here. Let's actually take a look at that Spy Arif. Once that he comes back, we'll see if he can redeem himself from his failed stab on the medic earlier. He is back up. Let's see if we can find him. And here we go. He's running the diamond back with the new buff. That's pretty much the gun of choice for most spies, both casual and professional for the time being. And it might be banned at this point. I do not recall. It was definitely not banned at the time that they were playing this match. This was pretty solidly preseason. It had been quite a while before until before the season started. Oh, goes for the stab. Not sure. Gonna get on the cart. Get a nice stab on the scout. Going for the heavy. Heavy sees him. Heavy's worried. And Arif again goes down. Let's take a look at the rest of the defense. Let's see. Blue is really smashing forward. They've cleared this area out, and they forgot to keep people on the cart for a little bit there. Demo Man realizes this and decides to go back around. Although Sniper going in with that Girardi combo, trying to knock out the Demo Man. That 195 damage crit will take out anyone except for a soldier or a heavy without overheal. But it looks like Blue managed to keep them out. They had enough people on there that Demo Man could not go down. Demo Man's a huge target because he can put out just so much ridiculous damage all at once. So LES is pushed back to the barn. This is the barn of Barn Blitz. This is, by all regards, the easiest point to hold and the hardest point to assault by corollary. So let's see if they can manage to keep it off. There's only a few entrances. There's this one up here, which looks like Blue has taken pretty solidly, at least for the time being. Red might be able to push them out. Blue has just popped their Uber. I missed a couple Ubers earlier, but let's see what goes down here. Oh, the Pyro does an amazing job at separating the medic from his heavy, and they cannot keep that Uber up for very long at all. The Blue does come in with a nice solid buff banner, buffing up basically everybody. A lot of Red team goes down. We do have a Wrangled level 3 back here at the main point, and a Wrangler battle right here, but the Mini Sentry, the Mini Sentry cannot compete with the higher damage output of a level 3, as well as getting sapped halfway through, but it can go up really fast. So that Wrangled Mini Sentry is already back up in the fight, and the sentry gun did go down to a soldier, so it is now uncontested. Blue is pushing forward about to get this cap. Red team is little to be seen, although they have just respawned. They're coming out. Only 26% Uber on Legendary Requa there, although Blue's medic just got picked. Really nice work by whoever got that. I missed it in the kill feed. But that does give a pretty huge Uber advantage to LES. They are up to 60% now, and the Blue medic has not yet respawned. Looks like a 70%, more than 70% Uber advantage. That is charging remarkably fast. Let me go see if I can find that and see what he has switched to. He is using the Quick Fix, one of the most guns you see the least often in professionals. The Quick Fix, almost all of the time, you only get default or crits. So we'll see if he can make that work for him. That is definitely a ballsy move, although as much as Red team was, or as much as the Blue team was coming in with the buff banner and the Ubers, that might be a good option just because it can get the heals out that much faster, although the overheal is nerfed quite a bit. The Blue team has been pushed back to this sort of yard out here in front of B point, between B and C, I guess. Although, ooh, let's see what goes on up here. Looks like we have a Demo Man fighting a scout. And no surprise, the scout gets exploded and gibbed quite violently. So Red is managing to hold this for the time being. As I was saying earlier, before the Uber was popped, there's only a few entrances. There's this one up here, this one over here, and then these two front entrances. And beyond that, there's not really any way for Blue to get into the barn. So that can be huge. Pretty easy for Red to defend with a solid sticky, solid heavy. Got some good traps, and we do have, in fact, the Demo Man dropping stickies up here, keeping this area out. This is a favorite for Blue to attack, because a lot of the time, Red forgets about it, and oh, he walks right into that trap, sees it soon enough, he does not get immediately destroyed, and does manage to take out the Demo Man, so Pillow Chrome might be able to do some really good work up here. He's down to 71 health, though, so as soon as someone sees him, there's a good chance he can go down. We do have a couple people on the cart. Let's see if they can push that into the hole. They are so close. It is a single heavy pushing that cart. Heavy and a soldier now. Blue team is all over. Single scout trying to fight it off, and the Spy comes in. Spy gets a nice stab. Scout and the Pyro take down the heavy, and they manage to keep this cart safe. They have to hold it for another 6 minutes, almost 7 minutes. This is going to be insane if LES can pull this off. Getting stickies on the cart. They are so close. Blue team has got to be killing themselves so they didn't finish that push just there, but Red had an awesome defense right there with the Scout and the Spy, helped by the Pyro in the end, taking out all of the people on the cart. We do again have that Uber advantage on Red team. That's going to be happening quite a lot since Red is running the Quick Fix. We're going to stick on the medic, and we're going to see if we can, I just had him, we're going to see if we can find him popping that, I don't even know if I can call it an Uber, popping his Quick Fix. We're just going to see if we can make this happen. Sorry, that's really, really disorienting. We're going to stay on him, but we're going to see if we can sort of get a third-person view that's not so attached. No, we really can't. So we're just going to stay on him like this. That was really, really obnoxious, as he's wiggling around to make sure he doesn't get spied. Ooh, and the Spy is coming up. Let's see what happens there. Oh, goes for stab on the heavy. Not sure about it. The Pyro suspects there's someone there. Might have seen him decloaked just a little, so he's going around fighting the sniper. Sniper misses the point blank headshot. It's really hard to hit those. Mini sentry goes down, pressuring this spy here. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Battle with the sniper. Fight of the ages right here. Ooh, and spy takes him down. Nice work by the Minty spy right there. So he's sneaking around. By no doubt, though, LES knows he's up there if they've got any semblance of decent comms going on, so he's going to get out as soon as he can to get something done. He's getting on the cart. Single spy almost manages to get it capped, actually. He got it pretty close, but Pyro noticed, and Pyro took that spy right down. Good thing that Requad did not pop while I was watching that. I really want to see that happen. I really want to see how this defense goes. Requad's happy to just sit here with this 100%. He's keeping everyone healed well enough with the quick fix that they do not yet need the, I think it's 300% healing rate that the quick fix Uber offers. So we're ready to see if a blue team, half of blue team was dead right there. Not sure what happened, but that was great by LES. That'll gain him an extra, 30, 60 seconds easy, no problem. So we're gonna slide off of Requad for a little while since there's not too much happening. See if we can on to the blue team coming in. We are still running the default metagun on this team. They didn't decide. Pretty good counter for the quick fixes crits because they do so much damage, even though the intense healing cannot really keep you from dying. Because crits just do so much damage, especially on a heavy. Get those lasers flying across the field. Everything dies in front of a crits heavy. Blue is getting a solid push up here. They don't have their Uber ready yet, so they're just kind of peeking their head out, and they're probably going to get taken down. We got Girardi on everyone. Nice work by the sniper. Take a look at him. He's building up his Uber. He's almost ready. He's going to charge in there as soon as he has it, I'm sure. The heavy has managed to not die yet. They didn't just get lit on fire, so Medic heals him right up. And they're going to jump in here with the crits. Let's see what happens with Requad. Is he going to pop? I don't know. We're going to find out. That's so disorienting. I am so sorry. They did take down the sentry. Blue's fight. Oh, they popped Uber, and it's keeping them alive. The damage output was not enough to overcome the 300% healing rate of the crits. Everyone is on fire, but Requad is doing some really good work right there. Scout tries to take him down, but gets stuck on his head. Can't aim straight down to get the shot, and he gets taken out by the heavy. So great defense by LES right there. Requad doing awesome work with his quick fix of all things. Saving the day that time. So they are halfway done. They only have about 3 more minutes. That is a lot of time for Blue to make a push, though. So we're going to see what happens. Oh my gosh, Requad already has full Uber once more. That quick fix charge is just alarmingly fast. It's got to be a little bit intimidating for Blue Team just to know that it doesn't matter when they go in, they're going to have to fight a full quick fix Uber. They did manage to keep him off the cart long enough. It is now rolling back again, and it's going back pretty far. It was up to this yellow line, and it's almost back to the corner. It's almost out of the barn entirely. Although it won't stay that way for long since Blue does have such a solid hold out here. That's kind of where they go. Engineer's going to sneak up here so he can drop down a mini sentry. Heavy does not want any of that. He's not a fan of mini sentries, and now he knows exactly where that engineer is hiding. Red's just kind of milling around up there. Blue's milling around it here. No one wants to push in either direction. Blue doesn't want to die, and Red is quite happy. Looks like we just popped Uber on the blue team, and that did not save them very long. It was either an Uber or crits. They died pretty fast, though, so that was that for them. Red, again, with that quick fix Uber, managed to clear everything off again. And all of blue team is lagging behind once more. You can see in the ADV spec view, that glow there all the way back there. It looks like we are setting up a teleporter over here, perhaps. I'm going to fly through some buildings, what's going on. Yeah, it looks like that teleporter actually got taken out earlier. So that was nice by LES. That's going to give him a huge help, since it takes a really long time to get from this spawn all the way through this track. That's where you have to go. There's no other way around it. Back up to the barn. Looks like we got Girardi out here on a couple people, and the sniper did die for that Girardi. It was alright. Arif is doing some crazy sapping right here. You can see in the kill feed, it's just non-stop sapping. Looks like Arif found out where the exit is, and User's on one end, Arif's on the other end. Let's see if we can actually... Oh, Arif takes down the teleporter. Let's see if we can find him, see what he was up to. It was up here. Okay, so up in the house is where that teleporter was headed, and Arif does manage to take out the teleporter, so that's a great big help. And he sees that the Razorback knows he can't take it out, since the Razorback does stop backstabs, but he don't care. He's got a Diamondback. It probably had a couple crits in it. Even if not, a couple point blank shots from a revolver. 3 or 4 shots will take down a sniper, no problem. So Arif has been doing some really good work. Let's actually take a look. He is the 3rd top scorer, behind only the scout of all people and the medic, which is pretty normal. So Arif has definitely been doing some solid work as spy right here. So I'm going to keep watching him. I really like watching the spy. Seeing what shenanigans they get up to behind enemy lines. Oh, he sees this engineer setting up another teleporter. He does not want any of that. Escapes through the drop down. The engineer does not get the kill, although the sapper does get knocked off. Arif's going to be back up there in no time to fight that some more. I just know it. And let's see him go back up here. He thinks he's a demo man. Let's see if he can take out the engineer. Oh, the sapper did in fact take it down. Nice work by Arif. And that is going to be the mission. I'm going to fly into the cart real quick, see if there's anyone on it now. The heavy is protecting it, although they did push it so close. One more time. We're on overtime. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. And that was an amazing defense by LES. 7 minutes on the last point. Pulled it off without any problems at all. Teams have just been switched. So we're going to fly up here, see if we can catch that setup. Great round by both teams. Really solid attack by Blue. An incredible defense by LES. So teams have just been switched up. I'm going to go ahead and run ADV spec again in case anyone added or quit, because it can't handle that. It only does it when you load it. We should be good now. Oh, that was a really just unbelievable round by both teams there. They're a lot of fun to watch. Really good work on both teams' parts. So let's see. LES had a great defense. Let's see how good their offense is. See if they can push through as fast as Minty did, and see if they can actually manage to take last point, unlike Minty. Or if Minty's going to pull down the win. They got so close. I can definitely see it happening. They captured those first couple points remarkably quickly. Only 16 seconds. Looks like we have a much heavier concentration up on the hill than the other team preferred. There's no sentry up over here. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. I'm going to see if I can find this. Sentry is set up way back here. That is not a very optimistic sentry position. They just assume LES is going to roll through the first little while so they can at least protect the hill. So we'll see if the sentry actually does some good work. I'll see if I can pay attention to the kill feed, see if the sentry gets any nice kills. Got some good spam going up here. That's pretty standard. Make sure that no one's squawking around. Let's actually see what happens here. Jumping right up. That sentry might get its first kill of the day, and nobody expects the sentry up there, so it's getting some good shots out. Hasn't got any kills, but going up the entire hill here. It's wrangled. He gets a couple killed. There's some solid defense right there. That hill, LES really wanted to take it, and Minty really held it. So about half of LES died trying to take that hill, and they didn't even get past the concrete edge right here. However, that has allowed the scout, who was not part of that push, to come up here and get the cart almost all the way up to the point. It was back here before they started the push. Everyone was too concentrated around the hill. The medic, red medic, did pop Uber there and didn't actually heal anybody. He was just body blocking the cart, which was pretty great. I like to see that sort of thing happening. But again, there's a battle on the hill, and nobody thought to go watch the cart. So LES gets first point, possibly even faster than Minty did. Although it was definitely close. Minty pushed really hard through there. Nice stab by Ice Crystal SEF on the Pyro. That's always a little terrifying as a spy to be going for a Pyro. You know he could just turn around and set you aflame in a matter of milliseconds. I'm going to take another look at Ice Crystal here. He got that ballsy stab on the Pyro. I want to see if he's going to go for any other huge picks. Looks like he's going to probably head up try to get the medic. No such luck though. Gets the soldier instead. It's a nice source of spam they don't have to worry about now, but not nearly as good as the medic. He might have been able to jump past and get the medic if he had. They would not have been able to pop Uber right here as they just did. So the Uber is going to be pushing forward here for a little while. Although they did not continue pushing forward. They retreated about 3/4 of the way through the Uber. That was an interesting decision. I'm not entirely sure what made them choose to do that. There's a bunch of blue people over here. They probably could have taken out, although they might have failed afterwards. Ice Crystal goes for the stab, but Bob Crap doesn't want him to have it and blows up the sniper before the spy can get the stab. So sad day for Ice Crystal. No stab for you. Almost the entirety of Minty is dead right now. We got a Pyro, an Engineer, and a Soldier is all that's left alive, although the Soldier has set up a level 3 up here, so that's going to be pretty hard, although Arif knows it's here, and I think he's probably going to be heading up pretty soon, see if he can do anything about it. First he's hiding from a Pyro, gets away pretty easily. Just waiting for a respawn here. Let's see, is he hurting on health? I gotta find him. There we go. Yeah, he's not hurting anymore. I think he was, though. Oh, man, there's a lot of guys. He doesn't want any of that. He's hurting. He's on fire. He dies. Sentry is still up. You can hear it shooting right here. We're going to fly in, take a look here. Blue did just pop Uber. They switched back to their normal Uber to get those pushes going. They managed to take out the sentry with that push. That was really nice, although they lost a bunch of people went down during that push after the Uber ran out. But looks like a couple more of Minty died, so... Excuse me. Straight up by numbers, the successful push for Blue, although the cart did not go very far. We have a single sniper pushing the cart a little bit. Scout has no problem cleaning that up. Looks like Blue has just started to show up. We got a nice teleporter here. Let's see where that's coming from. If it's still way back here, everyone's just teleporting in. That's a really nice teleporter from the engineer. As soon as they capture the next point, they'll be able to spawn up here. But they have not yet. But for the time being, it's as if they spawned up here since they've got a nice teleporter to run up. So they've almost capped this point, which point that teleporter will become redundant. And there we go. Point is capped in. 5 people on the cart, which is a little silly, and quickly turned into 0. And that is why you do not want more than about 3 people on the cart at any given time, because it is immediately the target for demo spam, soldier spam, so on and so forth. So everybody got knocked off. But it looks like they're back at this point. They only have 10 seconds to get the next point because Minty pushed so much faster. As long as they're on this cart, though, they can keep pushing as much as they want, and it will not kick them off. So, oh, it's close. They need 2 more points to win. So it all comes down to this. If LES can manage to cap that last point before the time runs out, they have 9 minutes to do so. They are actually doing pretty remarkably well. They didn't capture the first couple as quick as Minty did, but they still have more than enough time. Unless Minty pulls off another crazy hold. We'll see just how long it takes them. Oh, getting knocked back down that ramp. That is a really hard one to push up. The sniper goes to save it, but he can't fight all those rollies. And the cart lands back at the bottom. No one's pushing it right now. You need to get it up the hill. Ice Crystal going for the medic. Medic sees him dropping down, though, and he is scared. He runs away, and Ice Crystal cannot get the stab. So Requa lives to Uber another day, which is great because he is at 100%. So both teams have 100% right here. I believe both teams are running the default metagun, although I will have to check in here. Yep, default metagun on both teams. We might be seeing an Uber exchange as Blue rolls up this hill. Ballsy sniper position up here, going for the shots right at the very opening. Goes for Girardi, doesn't quite hit anyone. Although Arif is sneaking behind. Let's see, he's got those crits on that Diamondback, and the sniper doesn't even bother turning around. He just dies. Nice work by Arif taking out Somber Guy, the sniper. I love seeing that happen. Spy goes for... Ooh, Uber exchange. Looks like it is going on right here. Sorry, I will go back to the spy thing in a little bit. Looks like neither team really got that much done. A lot of people dead on Minty, but I think there were a couple dead before the Uber happened as well. So the Uber exchange, not too many people died on LES, so I think it was more of a success for them. Well, it did not help them advance the cart very far. They are doing that now. Then back to the spy. He was sapping the dispenser and failed to consider the sentry behind him, which subsequently killed him. LES is in here. This is the point at which LES had their massive defense last round. Let's see what can happen up here. There is no sentry up right now. That is huge. The sentry looks like it just got destroyed up here. It's not in the kill feed anymore since it's been a little while, but that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt red team quite a bit. Looks like he's getting the dispenser up over here in the corner, but still does not have a sentry going up. Probably going to go get some more ammo and maybe set it up over here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, he's going for the corner sentry over here. So we'll... Oh, man, blue team does not want any sentry going up right there. It's like the Preseason. Soldiers in here, sees that sentry going up, destroys it, doesn't even get seconds. So that's going to be another setback for Minty right here. The sentry is a huge help for LES, pushing Minty out last team. Although they have already held it for a minute, so they only need 8 more of those. It's going to be tough, but that's what I said last round, and they pulled it off. So we'll see what happens. Whoop. Whoop the demo man. I like your name. He's running out. He saw how many red people were over here, and he's like, yeah, I can't fight that on my own. He noped it out. So Nope's been on the cart for a while, so it is rolling back. Again, just like last time, they got it pretty far. Excuse me, I'm yawning again. Got it pretty far, but it's rolling back to the corner. Again, almost out of the barn. The red does have a pretty solid hold right here. Not too much longer. Blue's kind of consolidating back here to build up their Uber. Red has had their Uber ready for a little while. We're going to see if we can actually watch the view of the medic, legendary Requa. He's a little twitchy, but I like to watch the medics. I like to see what they're up to. And we are about to get the Uber, so let's see if this is the push that wins them the game, or if it does nothing. Kind of like last time. Let's see. So we got Uber coming in on the heavy, taking out a lot of people, going on the sentry right here. Sentry is wrangled, and you can't get that many hits over the corner, and I think the heavy decides to jump down. Uber exchange does occur right here. Nice stab. Almost. Looks like the stab does not actually kill anybody, and the heavy and the medic survive to stay on the cart. Crazy move right here. It's only the combo pushing the cart. It's a little dangerous, and Requai is already up to 40%. He finally does go down to the heavy. They managed to push this cart quite a ways. We're going to go ahead and scoot off of him so we can see what's going on with the cart. Red did manage to push him off. They only got it just past this little corner here, so pretty close to the hole, but not a huge distance on that push. I think that was a successful defense from Minty right there. Ooh, Arif the Spy coming in. Let's see if he can get a nice stab on the medic. Going for that medic pick is always the best option. Uber is what shuts down everything. Arif goes down. Pyro figures out he's there. No problem. We're up to a 50% or so Uber advantage on Minty. And the blue cart is rolling back once more. So that last push didn't get them too far. And it looks like they're building up for their next push. He is still on Uber. I don't know why I can't focus on him. That's just bizarre. Come on. It looks like it's the default mid again. Arif the Spy waiting to see if any red guys happen to walk out this way. Looks like nobody wants to do that though, because Midnight Blossom is keeping this area spam fold and enemy clear. A little heavy duel here. Nothing too much going on. There's always a little bit of a lull between the Uber readies, although Requai has just about readied up their next Uber. It looks like they're going up exactly the same way they were before, although they might stop and back to get some ammo. Which way is he going to go? I don't know. They don't know. They can't figure it out. And the Uber has just popped. Blue team is coming in here, getting on the cart. Spy is staying on the cart while blue medic is spreading that Uber around. Uber popped on red team in response, pushing him back on the Pyro. Nice work. There. Oh, Spy tries to take him down. Spy cannot take him down. Pyro tries to destroy everything on the cart and does a pretty dang good job. Although the buff banner gets him that extra damage and everything dies. We have 2 people left alive on blue team, 1 person left alive on red team. All we have is that sniper. A couple people respawning right now, but it was not enough. And LES does manage to get the cap. Really nice work by both teams right there. You can see the scoreboard. You can see how well both teams did. That was a great round. Great game by both people. Really nice work by both teams. A lot of fun to cast. A lot of fun to watch. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for giving me the cast. I'm sorry it took so long, but I think I got my technical problems all sorted out now. So if you have anything else you want me to do, send it my way, and it won't take 2 weeks. It'll be like less than a week. That's kind of my normal turnaround time. So thank you again for everything, and have a great time.